Hi, I'm Allie, and I'm going to be doing the casting out nines with an addition focus. So to define casting out nines, this is a way to check that hand computations of sums, specifically integers, are correct. So I'm going to start off by doing a problem, and then I'll explain the reasoning why behind it a little bit. So to start, we're going to add 6,395 plus 1,259. That's going to be what we want to check in the end process. But what we need to start off by doing is we're going to split up both of these numbers into the specific integers and just the single digits. So we're going to add the 6 plus the 3 plus the 9 plus the 5, which we have right here, and we're going to find that it equals 23. So then once again, we're going to take those numbers and break it down so that we can find a single digit. So we're going to add that 2 plus the 3, again right there, and we get 5. So we can stop there because that is the one single digit. So we're going to do the same thing with 1,259. And we're going to add 1 plus 2 plus 5 plus 9, which were those 4 digits separately. And you get 17. And then once again, 1 plus 7, so we can get the single digit of 8. So then what we need to do is we're going to add these two single digits. We can go right down here, and that's the same process where we get more than one number, so we're going to add them up together and we get 4. So now we're going to leave that for a minute, and we're going to go back to our original problem of adding up these two big numbers. And so we have that right here, and we add them up and we get 7,654. So we're going to do the same process as before and break it down, add up 7 plus 6 plus 5 plus 4, we get 22, and then we are going to add the 2 plus 2 equals 4. So we can see that that overall number added up and broken down equals 4. And when we did that process from up above, we got those two separate single digits, broke those down, and got 4. So that's a check. So to explain this a little bit, we have this chart that I found where we start with our numbers, which are right here, and we find the separate single digits. And so we get our 5 and our 8. We have that. Then we're going to add those two numbers up, and we get the 13, or the sum. And then we find that one single digit once again, the 4. Then we switch over and we're going to add up those two full numbers, add them. You can see that right there, get our sum of the 7,654. And then we're going to do the check one more time. And we break it down, get the 4. Are they equal? Yes. So we're going to assume that we got the right number. There could be some kind of mistake, but when you get the two same numbers, we're going to assume that it is correct because that is our check. So you can apply this to multiplication, subtraction, and division, but that's not what I'm focusing on. But just so you do know, when we're applying it to subtraction and division, we would really need to transform it first to addition and multiplication and then do the same process as up above. So what check digit is it's essentially the remainder after you divide. So we're working with base 10 numbers and 9 is one less than 10. So that single that we've actually been counting is the one that's left over. So summing the digits is the same as finding the remainder after dividing by 9. We also can see that any 9s in the problem don't make a difference in the result. So if we were to go up here and cancel out that 9, we would still get 6 plus 3 plus 5, so that's 9 again. We get to cancel that out, and then it's just 5 left over, and that single digit that we found at the end is also 5. We get the same thing. If we were to cancel out this 9, we would get 5 plus 2 plus 1, which is 8, and that's our single digit once again. So that is just the beginning of understanding casting out nines with an addition focus.